Good morning. It is Monday morning, November 23rd, 2020. And I just wanted to log on early this morning. I got a text on my phone from CoinGecko telling me about Ethereum, and then after that I just could not go back to sleep. And I guess that's just how it works. So I'm logging on here, and I wanted to tell you all about Chainlink this morning because it's pretty much kept me up all night with everything going down. So let's take a quick look. Let me get all this situated here. Let me put myself down in the corner, and let me get rid of some of these logos here, and let me get rid of this text for now. Ta-da! Here we go. And it's the butt crack of dawn. It's even before dawn here, so I am trying to get my head on straight here. Okay, so alright, this is what it's gonna do. This is what it's gonna be this morning. Alright, so let me go to CoinGecko. Let me refresh here. Let's start out with what's happened while I was asleep. I haven't even looked at CoinGecko today. I just got the alert that Ethereum was at 590 something, and here it is, 592.39. Ethereum jumped up 10%, and I think it's gonna hit 600 today. I hope so. I'm totally down for that. Real big on Ethereum, big on Chainlink, which is why I want to do this Chainlink episode this morning, because I haven't talked about Chainlink much. I've talked about a lot of other stuff, but everybody's talking about Chainlink right now. So, of course everybody's talking about Bitcoin. I could beat that dog to death. So Bitcoin's at $18,621.63, sitting very comfortably right there. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. It's not, if it does retrace and correct itself, it will be maybe to 16,500. But I don't think it's really going to correct that much. This is because institutional money is buying in. If you go into Google Analytics and you look at search trends for Google, you won't see a whole bunch of searches unlike 2017, and that is because old money, institution money, is getting in, not this retail FOMO money. And that is going in as well, but everybody's buying in and holding. Their dollar cost averaging. They're not trying to just jump in at the last minute and trying to figure out what Bitcoin is. Everybody seems to know what Bitcoin is, or at least have some kind of idea or have heard of it. Bitcoin is Michael Jackson. It's the Michael Jackson cryptocurrency. Everybody knows it. I got my soda water in the morning here. XRP is at 47 cents. And XRP also, I have some XRP. It was one of the first cryptocurrencies I bought in 2018, and it's doing very well. Let's see if it maintains this pace. A lot of people, the XRP heads, the XRP army, say it's just going to explode and go parabolic. Well, we'll see about that. I wouldn't mind if it does. So, and it's supposed to have that Spark token airdrop, and the Spark token, I believe, is kind of the utility token for XRP. And if you don't know what a utility token is, the token that you would use for something rather than a governance token or a store of value or some other type of token. Let me see here. Let me go into my theta window, and alright, so we have Chainlink at $14.93. Let's see, let's take a closer look here. Chainlink is, let's see what in the past, let's see, so Chainlink in the past 24 hours had a low of 1401. So Chainlink's been holding steady at least above 13, and in the past 24 hours, $14. So let's see, this past 7 days, it's gone from 12 to right now almost 15. Has it touched 15? Yes, it touched 1542 yesterday, and I believe I remember that I got an alert on my phone. And yeah, I think Chainlink is going to continue going up. This time, I must say, it is going up at a little more steady pace than in that spike that you saw. Let's see here. Yeah, where it went up to, I believe it went up to about almost $20. Let's see here, 1911. And I remember this, and I was just watching my crypto account just grow and grow and grow with the Chainlink in it, and I was getting really stoked. But you see how fast this shot up right here? Usually when stuff shoots up that fast, it's not really there to stay. However, whenever you see the past few days events, the past week's events, look how steady this has been. So this is a good sign. Steady growth is good. It means it's not going to fall back flat on its face. I've just noticed these things. I'm not some kind of price analyst. I'm not sitting there saying buy, buy, buy. I'm not giving you financial advice. Whenever I'm talking to you on this show, I'm just basically just discovering all this stuff with you. You're on this journey with me. I'm not shilling any particular coins. I'm not saying you should buy anything. I'm just looking at coins and tokens and projects and just trying to figure them out, wrap my head around some of them, trying to follow some, trying to say that I do believe in some of these. And others I'm just saying, being skeptical about, saying I don't believe in some of these. So, take everything I say for a grain of salt. Use some of the places and the sites that I check out on my show here for you to go do your own research. Chainlink right here, they have their own website called chain.link, and we can go take a look at this here. They have a great site. They have a great team. I mean, Chainlink is, even a lot of people say that Sergey Nazarov, the founder of Chainlink, is Satoshi, and people try to find some kind of paper trail to lead back to see that he is Satoshi. If you don't know who Satoshi is, you should probably do more research. He is the mythical figure that created Bitcoin. So it's either a person or a team, and there's a whole buttload of conspiracy theories surrounding who Satoshi is. Well, we know who Sergey Nazarov is, and people say that Satoshi was anonymous, and now he finished doing Bitcoin back in 2008, and he ended up building up Chainlink, and then now as a non-anon, he's gonna bring Chainlink into the forefront, and Chainlink's gonna accomplish what Bitcoin never could. So we'll see. Hold on, let me go check the Theta team. All right, so running pretty smoothly here. I'm just checking the stream every once in a while to make sure everything's going good. I want to compare a couple of these market feeds and see. So Chainlink here is $15 even on CoinGecko. I mean, it is $14.97. If you're really good at arbitrage, you might be able to make 3 cents there. Let's see what CoinMarketCap has to say. CoinMarketCap has it at $14.95, and then so we looked at Coin Paprika, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and let's look at CoinCodex here. And CoinCodex has it at $15.01. Of course, it might have changed by 1 or 2 cents since I looked at it, but either way, Chainlink is a token that is what it is, an oracle. Let's just Google Oracle, and so we get the Oracle Corporation. Let's go into images and see what we find here. So tons of the Oracle Corporation. What is an oracle? And an oracle is an intermediary. All right, so yeah, it's not really what I had in mind. I'm thinking more of the Matrix, that old lady, where they, yeah, I can't. So if you've seen the Matrix, and I think pretty much just about the entire planet has, but just in case, this is the oracle. You know, that old lady that is kind of the intermediary between the Matrix world and the world in which they thought was the real world. So the real world is actually the Matrix world in this movie, and she's the one that can tell the future, but she's not really telling the future. She's able to read the Matrix, and she's raising these kids who are basically connected to the Matrix. So anyway, you have, let's get back to Chainlink. Let me see where I was here. So Chainlink is a piece of software that connects real world data to the blockchain. And on the blockchain sit the smart contracts. So let's say you have weather data, which is constantly changing, and you have farm insurance. Okay, so Chainlink would be able to take that weather data, which is always changing, and upload it and create it to where it's able to. Page is unresponsive. Okay. Shite. All right, hold on. Okay. So Chainlink acts as an intermediary here between the real world data, let's say the weather data, and then it makes it translatable to the blockchain. So it can go on the blockchain, and a smart contract that, let's say, for example, would adjust the price of the insurance based upon weather data, would be in constant flux, kind of a living document is what this smart contract is. Chainlink basically turns smart contracts into living documents, something that adjusts according to variables, and the variables come from the real world data. They go through the Chainlink network, the oracles, and then they go to the blockchain. The smart contract adjusts, and then it goes back through the Chainlink network, and it goes to the person who would be paying for such insurance, and it gives them the result, and then they can pay, and then the smart contract adjusts again, and then it goes back to the real world data, and bam, 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 bounces back and forth like a ping pong ball. Let's see here. Arbol is one of the partners of Chainlink, and Arbol is a weather risk platform. So if you are a large farm or a corporation and you are trying to keep up on weather data and make predictions, for instance, Home Depot, if you didn't know, uses a lot of data mining in order to figure out what to carry on their shelves at specific times. And if you didn't know this is a fact. Home Depot stocks tons of Pop-Tarts down in the Louisiana and Texas branches during hurricanes. And so they keep track of weather data, and then whenever they see a hurricane is incoming, they get the switch goes off in order for their purchasing team to buy a bunch of Pop-Tarts. They buy Pop-Tarts and they put it in stock right in the front aisle so everybody can see it. They're getting boards for their windows to cover the windows, and then they see Pop-Tarts. They're like, oh yeah, we want to make sure we have some kind of food in the pantry that doesn't go bad. Here's some Pop-Tarts, and they sell a bunch of Pop-Tarts. And I wonder if they do that during riots too. Oh, riot's gonna happen. Better bring out the Pop-Tarts. Anyway, and maybe generators too. They put generators right in the front shelf. So those are things that Chainlink can help with, using real-time data and be able to adjust inventory levels on specific items, or be able to change contracts with insurance. Let's see what else. I mean, there's just a lot of it. Price feeds, for instance. CoinGecko, they get all their price feeds from Chainlink. So the nodes are where the data is gathered and translated. So Chainlink consists of tons of nodes, and let's go into that here. So we'll talk about staking and creating our own node in a second. So here's where all that data is aggregated, and all that data is collected here on all these different nodes. So let's see here, price feed nodes, where CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and CoinPaprika and a lot of these market cap and token analysis sites get their information from. And the reason that they're able to consistently update it is all this data is being brought to the website by a feed, and that feed is processed through Chainlink as an oracle. And let me get back to where I was. not developers. DeFi price feeds. Okay, so decentralized price feeds for fiat pairs. The Chainlink Oracle provides the largest collection of tamper-proof on-chain price reference data available. Sponsored by leading dApps, decentralized applications, is what a dApp is, and now securing over $4 billion in DeFi. These decentralized Oracle networks are enabling developers across the globe to build more advanced and reliable smart contracts. Need a new price feed to power your application? Reach out to our team today. So you can plug in these price feeds into your website. Let's see here. I mean, there's just so many things here. Open Law even uses them. Word documents. See here. Microsoft Word smart contract. Okay, so it looks like Microsoft Word is enabling smart contracts into their software. And so there should be a little plugin somewhere in Word. I saw this. I'll have to do a little more research on this part of it. I don't really know that much about it, but I have read it briefly in some articles and seen people talk about it. So yeah, we'll save that for later. I mean, right now, so many people are talking about Chainlink. I went into YouTube and I just Googled, I YouTubed Chainlink, and look at all these people talking about Chainlink. This is just this morning. This is all these videos covering Chainlink. I mean, if you want to know about Chainlink, don't rely on me. Go in here and follow some of these people. I mean, there's a buttload, so let me narrow some of these down to some of the ones that I know about that will give you a good explanation. Altcoin Buzz always does a good job. Hashoshi really breaks it down. He takes things from more of a developer type of standpoint. He gets pretty technical, but he also really keeps things high level and basic as well. Let's see what else. I don't know some of these. More Hashoshi. Lark Davis. This guy's good. He breaks things down pretty good. He does some really good TA, which is technical analysis. So you have YouTubers, and some people focus more on news, other people focus more on TA, technical analysis. Other people, just like me, jabber into the camera. Some people focus on small microcap projects and microcap gems like Elio trades. Chico Crypto really does a lot of investigative type of research into stuff, and this guy, he goes over staking for Chainlink in this video. I would recommend looking at this video from Chico Crypto about Chainlink. This one's a great one. Let's see who else we have. Data Dash, he does some TA type of stuff. Who else we got? I did see Coin Bureau. Guy at Coin Bureau really breaks it down. He does a great job. He always does a great job at breaking everything down to the basics, and he's super structured in his presentation. I can tell he puts a lot of thought and effort and outlines into how he presents everything. Super professional, and his British accent is pretty on point. It's fun to listen to. Finematics. This guy really breaks everything down as well. He has a very thick French accent, if you can deal with that, but he really helps out breaking everything down the way it needs to be. Ivan on Tech is probably the biggest YouTuber out there, and he also breaks everything down. Sometimes he gets super historical on everything, and he talks about the source of money, and he's super stoked about everything all the time, drinking his coffee black, and that's just the way he is. I have to take him in doses, but he's super informative. He brings a lot of information to you, and he's helped out a lot of people through his Ivan on Tech Academy in order to become developers. I do have intentions of one day to be able to take his courses. I've heard a lot of really good stuff about it, so I would recommend it. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, I mean, as far as people breaking down Chainlink, these are the ones that I think would probably be the best. There are some other good YouTubers out there. DIY Investing, this kid, he does some really good technical analysis. Elio Trades is the one I was talking about that talks about a lot of alternate altcoins and stuff. I like listening to this dude. He's real easy to listen to, and he is real succinct about everything. So yeah, as you can see, there's just tons of YouTubers, and everybody has their favorite ones. I've heard about Crypto Jack. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. So I could go on and on, but as you can see, everybody's talking about Chainlink right now, including myself. So there's no shortage of different opinions. So if you want to dig deeper in Chainlink, then I'm not holding you back for sure. So anyway, Chainlink is the oracle in order to bring all types of information. Here's some sports information that you can bring to the blockchain, and maybe betting sites can adjust their betting platforms based upon sports variables, maybe fantasy leagues and stuff like that, on projected outcomes, and bring it back to the user. So I mean, there's all types of stuff. Yeah. I'm not going to go too deep into use cases right now. I want to look a little bit more about staking and running a node. Okay, so come on, computer, now's not the time to freeze. Okay, so if I wanted to stake, and I do want to stake, and I'm going to stake, but right now staking is not available for you and I. I believe if you run your own node, you can get Chainlink, and I'm not sure if you can stake it per se, but you wouldn't really need to stake it if you're running a node. Anyway, this is called linkpool.io. So when the time comes, there will be a lot of good money to be made by staking your Chainlink on Linkpool. So prepare yourself. It's going to be good to be prepared and to get in at the beginning. Let me take a quick look at the Theta platform and make sure that everything's running smoothly. Okay, yes it is. All right. Go to linkpool.io and let me see how it looks when you first get there. I haven't been to the actual homepage in a while. Linkpool.com. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so it's .io. Alright, so you go into Linkpool, nodes you can trust, the leading provider in Chainlink node services. Alright, so staking in the market. Let's see what the market looks like. Explore the Chainlink network. And it gives you all these different things that you can do to do your own research. Chainlink updates per day, daily feed volatility, average response gas price. There's a bunch of feeds, Chainlink feeds, all the nodes, all the jobs. I mean, it can get pretty deep. So let's see. Let's look at feeds here. Here's a bunch of different Chainlink feeds. That Chainlink gets the data from various nodes, and here's all the nodes covering specific feeds. There's 21 nodes that cover Ethereum for US dollars. And let's see here. Let's go see all 21 nodes. And a node is basically a computer that acts as a client that processes and validates data. And then you get a bunch of different nodes, and they all have to check out. They all have to pass and be able to give correct data. And if they don't, then that node can get slashed. And by slashed it means cut out or penalized or whatever. So the nodes have an incentive in order to give correct data. You can get an API from a specific node in order to plug it into your website and have a constant feed into your website. Let's see here. It just gives a bunch of detailed information, a lot of stuff that I don't really even understand, but I'm working on it. And so say somebody like me, an average Joe, a commoner, a plebe, wants to stake it. So here we go to stake, and then so you can select your node. And then staking link tokens is currently not available. See this article for additional staking details on staking with Chainlink. So right now, staking is not available. It's not available to us yet. When will staking be possible? In order for staking and Chainlink to be possible, two aspects of the Chainlink software need to be complete. These are commonly referred to as the penalty and deposit contracts. These contracts contain the logic that allows smart contract that allows smart contract creators to specify collateral requirements and the ability for nodes to be penalized in the event that they don't fulfill their accepted tasks. The Chainlink team do not typically work to set time frames, choosing to release the work when they feel it has met their high standard. So it is difficult to say exactly when staking will be available. However, you can track the team's progress on what they're working on here. So basically they're just saying, we're going to get it done when we get it done. All right, and they're like, don't bother us, and then they give you their little spreadsheet. The contracts are not required for the early version of Chainlink's mainnet. Currently, node operators can still accept jobs and get paid in Link for completing said jobs, but no upfront tokens will be required to accept the job. So how do I stake or get prepared to stake? There are essentially only going to be two ways to do this: running your own node, or depositing Link onto it and accepting jobs, or joining in a staking pool where multiple people can combine their Link and the node is managed for them, which is probably what I'll do. Actually, I'm thinking about maybe even running my own node. I'm going to have to create a Linux partition, I think, on this computer, unless I can stake in Windows, which I'll look into that. There are pros and cons to both, but ultimately it's up to you to decide on the best route for yourself. If you're interested in setting up your own node, which we highly encourage, there are some great resources available, and there are good resources. And so you can run your own node on your computer, and a lot of times though, in order to run a Chainlink node, you have to also set up an Ethereum node, an Ethereum client, and that can get pretty intense. And if you're not really that super into Ethereum, your motivation for doing so is why, because you don't really get Ethereum from running your own node. You get security, and you can run Ethereum in you know your Ethereum is secure, but you don't get a whole lot else from that. But Chainlink, running that node, you get Chainlink as a reward. So if you don't want to set up your own Ethereum node, let's see here. So you would use Docker to build and deploy the code. You would run Geth or Parity, which are both Ethereum clients. And so those can be kind of a pain in the ass to set up if you're not really technically inclined. So if that all is not really your bag, you could use something called Ethereum as a service, and it might be a little bit easier to do that. And basically that's somebody else running the Ethereum client while you run the Chainlink node. So you're responsible for setting up the Chainlink node, someone else, and then you connect it to somebody else's Ethereum client. And let's see here, I did look one up. Here's one of the Ethereum nodes that can also use Ethereum as a service for Chainlink, and it's called Fuse. Fuse is offering Ethereum as a service tailored specifically for Chainlink nodes. To demonstrate the capabilities of this service, Fuse is offering a free trial to the Ethereum testnet for a limited amount of Chainlink node operators. So you can set this up on a testnet to kind of get the feel of it before you go to the main net. It shows you how to do it. This Fuse website looks to be a really good website. To get started, simply sign up for an account in the Fuse dashboard, and of course they take their cut. Of course, they provide a service, Ethereum as a service. So of course they want you to pay for it, which is fine. It's capitalism, and it's the growth of a new marketplace here. So let's see, you can pay $5 a month. It's probably the basic stuff here. Job runs included, job specifications, 10 jobs. Okay, I'm not really sure how all that works. I'll have to dig deeper. But fuse.io is where you should go to learn a little bit more about that. So let's go back over here. So yeah, you can set up your own node with the Ethereum client. You can set up the Chainlink node and then use the Ethereum service through somebody else, and then it gives you the whole guide for how to go through the process. It gets pretty in depth, and then it talks about staking right here, liquidity provider tokens. So, I mean, there's just so much to go into. There's absolutely zero way that I can go into it this morning. I'm actually running 4 minutes late. I do need to get to work today, but there's just so much to cover here for Chainlink. It's just, it doesn't stop. I mean, Chainlink has so much possibility. It's going to be huge. A lot of people just write it off and say, because the Link Marines, they're not as obnoxious as the XRP Army and the Hexicans, but they can be pretty intense sometimes, and it can turn a lot of people off. I do understand that. So just ignore a lot of that chatter and really just dig into Chainlink. And don't think about, when to buy and sell and all that stuff and trying to flip a profit. Think about the project long term and the large scale of what is happening, and data becoming the new oil to run the machine. Every data is becoming automated. We're basically going to automate ourselves out of our jobs and out of our existence, and Chainlink is going to be the one to do it. We're going to have these IDs that carry all of our financial and health information and our social standing and status and everything on it. And somebody will be able to just scan us. They won't get all our information, but they'll know whether or not we're good to go. And that can be really great, or it can be absolutely terrible. Chainlink is just the agnostic software running all that. Hopefully all that this technology gets in the hands of good people and not bad people. Yeah, I could go on a tangent about that. Here's one of the companies providing nodes here, Chainlayer. I just kind of went in there and I went in the Chainlink node list, and I just started clicking on websites. It's not hard to do. Monetize your API. You can get a hold of the Chainlink team, and if you have a bunch of data, you can go ahead and sell your data with Chainlink, and then it just takes you to a contact form. Let's say you have a data feed that you want to create a smart contract for, and then it just tells you to put your email in here, and a person from the Chainlink team will contact you and work with you in order to make your data available as a smart contract and how to figure out how to monetize your data. Stakefish is another Chainlink market here. There's another node service, or not service, it's just another Chainlink node. Let's see here. And it's this kind of a node operator account. They'll run your node for you. So Chainlink brings real world data to smart contracts with a decentralized Oracle network. We're excited to provide accurate and reliable data to smart contracts. Here's some frequently asked questions. What is Chainlink? What are node operators? Can you stake on Chainlink? Those are pretty basic questions. Let's go to Stakefish homepage. So this service is to help tokens create staking services. So they run nodes for all these different cryptocurrencies, Polkadot, Cardano, Tezos, and so they run staking services for all these different cryptocurrencies, and Chainlink included. And so it looks like they're going to be doing Ethereum 2.0, Matic, Elrond, Celo. So yeah, I mean, these guys look like they're doing a whole lot. And like I'm saying, I don't have time to go into all this. If you want to learn how to run your own Ethereum node, just go to ethereum.org here, and it tells you everything you need to know in order to start up your own Ethereum node. Why should I run an Ethereum node? Running your own node enables you to use Ethereum in a truly private, self-sufficient, and trustless manner. You don't need to trust the network because you can verify the data yourself with your client. Don't trust, verify is a popular Chainlink mantra. Your node verifies all the transactions and blocks against consensus rules by itself. This means you don't have to rely on any other nodes in the network or fully trust them. So that's why you would run an Ethereum node. So if you run an Ethereum node, then you can run your own Chainlink node, and then everything is done by you, and you don't have to pay for anybody else. You don't have to depend on anybody else's security. Everything is done in-house with your own network and your own computers. And hopefully I'm working on getting that independent in this space, but I'm just not there yet technically, or even being able to wrap my head around it yet. But every day's a new day, and I'm working on it. So yeah, let's see here. I think I've covered everything that I really need to cover right now. I have to go to work. It's 6:10 a.m. I need to go jump in the shower and get all this done. So you guys have a great morning, and I will talk to you later. And let's see here. Okay, for real, I'm out. Bye. Oh yeah, be sure to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you see it on YouTube. Talk to me on Twitter. Let me know what you think, what stuff you'd like me to cover.